So most of you have a Gmail account for your Untitled.Roe email. So you're going to go over to Tools, which are over here, Google Tools, and you're going to go to Google Drive. In Google Drive, if you're not familiar, you can upload any kind of file that you want. It's great because you can access it from anywhere as opposed to saving it on your computer, and then it can only be accessed from your computer. But you will want to go over to New, and then you're going to create a Google form. Now this is going to be used for checkout in your online shops. So I would title it something like Shop Untitled.Roe Susie Smith, maybe. And you can add graphics, you can add pictures. Some of those like Facebook cover photos that you see in back office are great for like this thing up here because it has that long rectangular shape. It's already cropped to fit that. And then you can just start adding your questions. You can look at other people's checkout forms. If you're in other shops, you're welcome to look at mine. But the first question is usually like first and last name. You want to make sure that you have not only their first and last name, like for their mailing address, but also what their Facebook name is, because some people have a different Facebook name and you don't want to address it to like Mary Jane and not have a last name for her when you're addressing her package. So you're going to choose the kind of question. For those type questions, obviously you're going to have short answer. You can't give multiple choice for their name. And then you can go over here to add a question. So first and last name, and then maybe you want to say like Facebook name. And again, you're going to want to do paragraph or short answer. One of those will give them room to write their name. You also have the option of making a question required, which means they cannot click to the next page of your form or submit the form without having answered it. So that'll be important when you get to things like their name or their shipping information or things like that. I've gone back and forth about whether to require everyone to enter their shipping information. I have recently changed my form so that if they are doing porch pickup, they don't have to fill out the shipping information, so it's no longer a required question, but that's up to you. I would make maybe the shipping info or shipping choices, maybe make that a required question so that you know how they want to ship. So with that, you can do multiple choice, you can do a checkbox, you can do drop down, and then you'll just type here your options. So maybe you want to do first class, and that's $3, and then you want to do priority, which is $5, or you want to maybe do porch pickup. And you don't have to, but we do like a $3 discount for our local customers. So that. And again, then make sure it's required so that you know. You can also add a image to here, which I don't really know why you'd want to, or a video, I guess, if you want to explain to your customers how to fill it out, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just keep filling it out. And you can also add a section. So that'll be like a second page, and maybe you want to put like, I don't know, items purchased as your next. And then you'll add a question, and maybe for this, you want them to list what they sold, so you'll say something like item description. And then there you want to give them room to write, so you may do like a paragraph because maybe they have a long answer. Maybe they bought 10 things from you and you want to make sure they have enough room for all the items that they bought. I would make that required for sure. And then the great thing about anything you do in Google Drive is it automatically saves it. So you'll see up here it says all changes saved in Drive. It automatically saves it every, I don't know, interval, like every 5 seconds or something like that. And the great thing is that you can copy and paste the link to this form in your shop page, and whenever you go in here to edit something, like I edit my online hostesses every time, but I don't have to keep reposting the link because when whoever has that link, it's like an active document. So when I update it, it automatically updates in my shop on that link. So whoever has that link, they have the updated version because it automatically saves and then updates. And then I'll do a second video on what happens to the information, where the information populates to, for you to access it.